Paul Thomas Anderson's latest film, One Battle After Another, marks a seismic shift in his approach to leading men, and it's a game changer. Forget everything you thought you knew about his casting choices. This is Anderson reinvented. Gone are the days of his unofficial rep company, where actors like John C. Reilly, Philip Seymour Hoffman, and Julianne Moore shuffled through his films like a well-loved deck of cards. Instead, Anderson has entered a new era, one defined by recurring leading men who bring a fresh dynamic to his storytelling. But here's where it gets controversial. Is this evolution a natural progression, or has Anderson traded his ensemble magic for star power? Let's dive in. Early in his career, Anderson seemed to channel his idol Robert Altman by creating a tight-knit group of actors who appeared across his films. From Hard Eight to Magnolia, this ensemble felt like a family, with each actor bringing their unique energy to every role. Anderson even resurrected Burt Reynolds' career, directing him to an Oscar nomination in Boogie Nights, and snagged Tom Cruise for Magnolia, a move that foreshadowed Tarantino's later pivot to big-name stars. It was easy to imagine this rep company sticking together forever, a cinematic dream team. But the 21st century brought change. With Punch Drunk Love, Anderson began experimenting, building the film around Adam Sandler while still incorporating familiar faces like Luis Guzman and Philip Seymour Hoffman. However, There Will Be Blood marked a turning point. Casting Daniel Day-Lewis, an actor known for his selective, almost reclusive approach to roles, felt like a coronation for Anderson. Day-Lewis's towering presence as Daniel Plainview set a new tone, one that Anderson would revisit in Phantom Thread. These characters weren't just roles, they were larger-than-life figures, whose ambitions mirrored the actor's own legendary status. And this is the part most people miss. Anderson wasn't just directing these stars, he was using their personas to elevate the narrative. Joaquin Phoenix, another of Anderson's recurring leading men, brought a different energy to The Master and Inherent Vice. His inward, almost discomforting performance style added depth to characters like Freddie Quell and Doc Sportello. But Leonardo DiCaprio in One Battle After Another feels like a bridge between Day-Lewis's dominance and Phoenix's vulnerability. DiCaprio's inherent accessibility makes the film one of Anderson's most approachable works, yet his portrayal of Bob Ferguson, a paranoid ex-revolutionary, is tinged with anger and panic, a departure from Phoenix's rumpled sadness. It's a masterclass in balancing weakness and potential, proving Anderson's ability to adapt his leading men to the story's needs. But let's not ignore the elephant in the room. DiCaprio's star power undoubtedly helped secure a bigger budget for the film. Is this a transitional move, or is Anderson leaning into the practicality of A-list casting? While DiCaprio may not become the face of Anderson's work like he is for Scorsese, One Battle After Another hints at a new rep company forming. Alana Haim, Sean Penn, and Benicio del Toro all make appearances. But unlike the Magnolia Ensemble, their roles feel more patchwork than unified. It's a reflection of the film's themes, characters with frayed connections, and a sign of Anderson's evolving style. The loss of Philip Seymour Hoffman in 2014 marked the end of an era for Anderson's rep company. Hoffman's presence in his post-2000 films was a link to his early work, and his absence left a void. As Anderson moves away from ensemble films, the question remains, will he settle on a semi-regular leading man, or will he continue to experiment? DiCaprio carries One Battle After Another with ease, but it's clear Anderson isn't relying on leading men alone. He's crafting stories where the actor's histories with him, whether long-standing or new, add layers to the narrative. So, here's the thought-provoking question. Is Anderson's shift to recurring leading men a betrayal of his ensemble roots, or a bold evolution of his craft? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments. One thing's for sure, Paul Thomas Anderson isn't just making movies. He's redefining what it means to be a leading man in the 21st century.